Welcome to AR Tales. Today's story is about a girlfriend who ended a 3-year relationship with a breakup text on his 30th birthday, then tried to crawl back after a 3-day trial run with her boss. As you listen, ask yourself what you would do when someone treats your life like a test drive. 3 days ago, at 5:58 in the morning on my 30th birthday, my girlfriend of 3 years sent me a text. "Morning, we need to break up. I know this seems sudden, but I've been thinking about this for weeks. I can't do this anymore." I read it 3 times, sitting up in bed in the dark, phone screen burning my eyes. Then I typed one word back. "Sure, I'm Caleb. I just turned 30. I'm a structural engineer in Austin. I own a small townhouse. I spend weekends doing DIY projects and playing guitar badly in my garage. I'm quiet and methodical. Measured. The kind of person who likes plans, not surprises. Sienna is 28. Social media manager. The opposite of me in the ways that used to feel exciting. She was bubbly, spontaneous, the type who could walk into a room and pull attention without trying. People liked her. I liked her. A lot. We met at a Super Bowl party 3 years ago. Our thing became Sunday mornings. Breakfast at this diner near my place, then home projects. She'd pick paint colors while I measured twice and cut once. It was simple. It felt like a rhythm, or I thought it was. About 6 months ago, her agency hired a new creative director named Derek Holt, and suddenly, Sienna's schedule revolved around work in a way it never had before. Late strategy sessions, rooftop networking events, weekend brunches that were good for visibility. Her Instagram shifted too. Aesthetic cocktail photos, cityscape shots, group pictures where Derek always seemed to be close by, styled hair, confident smile like he knew the camera loved him. Then the phone habits changed, screen face down, new password for work security, notifications hidden. If I leaned over, she angled her phone away. Intimacy dropped off until it was basically gone. There were always reasons: headaches, early meetings, exhaustion. Each one sounded reasonable, but stacked together they started to feel like a wall. This is the thing about red flags. You rarely get one giant warning sign. You get a pattern that slowly teaches you to doubt yourself. 2 months ago, I tried to talk to her. We were in my living room. She was scrolling, half listening. "Hey," I said, "can we talk for a minute?" "About what?" she asked, eyes still on her phone. "I just feel like we haven't really connected lately." She looked up, annoyed. "Are you serious right now? Are you jealous or trying to control me?" "I'm not trying to control anything," I said. "I just miss you." "I have a career, Caleb," she snapped. "I can't drop everything because you're feeling needy. Derek and the team depend on me." "I'm not asking you to drop anything," I said. "I just want us to feel like us again." She gave me this cold little laugh. "Maybe if you had more going on in your own life, you wouldn't be so focused on mine." That shut me down. I backed off. I told myself it was a busy season. I told myself I was overthinking. I told myself that a calm relationship is supposed to feel quiet. But deep down, I was holding my breath every day, waiting for the moment she finally said out loud what her actions had been saying for months. Here's the twisted part. During all of this, Sienna kept insisting she wanted my 30th to be special. She talked about a rooftop restaurant, made big promises. She said she had plans. Then the week before my birthday, she started canceling meetups. Work stress. Derek needed help. The team was behind on campaigns. The night before my birthday, she texted at 9:00 p.m. "Babe, I'm so sorry, but I have the worst headache. Can we do your birthday dinner tomorrow instead?" I replied. "Yeah, no problem, feel better," she texted back. "I promise I won't miss it. Just need to sleep this off. Love you." And somewhere in my gut, I already knew the dinner was never happening. Then morning came, 5:58 a.m. The breakup text, clinical, detached. "I've been thinking about this for weeks." I didn't cry, I didn't rage, I felt empty, not surprised. Just confirmed. So I wrote sure and blocked her everywhere. Phone, Instagram, Facebook, email, scorched earth in 90 seconds. Some people call that harsh. I call it protecting my peace. I took the day off. I called my best friend Adrian and we met for beers at lunch. He stared at me across the table. "Man, are you okay? Like actually okay?" "I feel weirdly calm," I said. "Relieved almost," he frowned. "Relieved your girlfriend dumped you by text on your birthday." "I've been holding my breath for 6 months," I said. "It finally happened. Now I can breathe." Adrian's face hardened. "That's not healthy, and you know why you felt that way." Her behavior changed when Derek showed up. Phone habits, late nights, everything. "I tried talking," I said. "She called me controlling and jealous." Adrian shook his head. "That's textbook. When someone has something to hide, they make you feel guilty for noticing." He was right. I just didn't want him to be. 3 days later, my doorbell rang. I looked through the peephole. Sienna was on my porch, crying, holding a gift bag with tissue paper sticking out the top. She looked small in a way I had never seen her look before. Desperate. Like she didn't know what to do with herself. Then I glanced past her. 4 houses down, Derek's car was parked, engine running. I recognized the custom license plate because Sienna once pointed it out months ago and made a joke about his vanity. He was sitting in the driver's seat, watching my house. I stood at the door for 2 full minutes, staring through that tiny circle of glass. Sienna kept knocking. "Please, Caleb, we need to talk. This is all a huge mistake. Please just open the door." And Derek sat there, idling, occasionally checking his phone, mostly watching like he wanted me to notice him. I didn't open the door. My hand was on the knob, but I couldn't turn it. Not because I still loved her. Because I realized in that moment how staged it was. Her tears on my porch while the other guy waited nearby, like a scene designed to make me react. Eventually, she left, shoulders shaking, got into his car. They drove off together. Who breaks up with someone by text on their birthday, then shows up 3 days later with a gift bag while the new guy watches from the street? 2 days after that, she started posting vague self-healing quotes. Sometimes the person you take a bullet for is holding the gun. Her friends flooded the comments. "You deserve better. He never appreciated you. Proud of you." Adrian sent screenshots because he was furious. "She's posting like you're the villain," I told him. "Let her tell whatever story she wants." Then he sent another screenshot. A co-worker's Instagram story from 10 days ago. A group shot at a rooftop bar. In the background, clear as day, Sienna and Derek were standing close at a high-top table, her hand on his arm, leaning in, looking exactly like a couple, 4 days before my breakup text. Adrian sent more photos too, team pictures. In every one, Sienna and Derek were positioned together, closer than everyone else. Casual touches. Inside joke body language. I started connecting dots I'd been deliberately ignoring. Then Sienna showed up at my door again. This time I answered, but I stayed in the doorway, body blocking the entrance. She looked terrible, mascara smudged, hair in a messy ponytail, wearing my old college hoodie, the one I'd been looking for. "Caleb," she said, already crying, "please just hear me out." I stayed calm, weirdly calm, like I was watching myself from outside my body. "I was confused," she said. "Derek was helping me with work stress and I got my feelings mixed up and I made the worst mistake of my life." I asked, "Did you have feelings for Derek while we were together?" "It's not that simple," she whispered. "It's yes or no, Sienna." She looked away. "I don't know, maybe I was confused. It's not like I planned it." "Have you spent time alone with him outside work?" She hesitated. "A few times, but it was work stuff, brainstorming sessions. You wouldn't understand the creative industry. It's different." That line was familiar. When people want to avoid accountability, they make the situation sound too complex for you to question. I asked, "Did you break up with me to be with him?" Her face changed. The tears stayed, but something slipped, like a mask not fitting right anymore. "I went out with Derek for 3 days after we broke up," she admitted. "We spent time together and I realized you're the one I actually want. I made a mistake, but I'm here now. I'm fighting for us. Doesn't that count for something?" The way she said it was almost worse than the confession, like she expected credit, like I should be grateful she came back. In that moment, I understood the entire plan. She broke up so she could try Derek guilt-free, see if the grass was greener, Then come back to the safe option if it wasn't. I looked at her and said, I'm not your backup plan or your beta test. Then I closed the door, locked the deadbolt. She cried outside for 15 minutes. Later I got a text from an unknown number. Dude, she was never yours. It was Derek. Using a burner, I blocked it. The next day my sister Maya called me. Caleb, I need to tell you something, she said. Sienna called me crying. I told her you're done. She said if you won't meet her, she's showing up at your office. She said it exactly like that. That's insane, I said. Just be careful, Maya said, and do not meet with her. Maya wasn't bluffing. The next morning, I was at my desk working through structural calculations when the receptionist called. There's someone here claiming to be your fiancé, she said, voice tight. She's insisting she needs to see you right away. My stomach dropped. I knew immediately. I went down to the lobby. Sienna was dressed up like she was interviewing for a job, makeup done, hair styled, but her eyes were frantic. The receptionist looked uncomfortable. A few people were already watching. Caleb, thank God, Sienna said, loud enough for the lobby to hear. We need to talk right now. This has gone on long enough. Sienna, I said, keeping my voice low, we broke up. I've asked you not to contact me. You need to leave. She grabbed my arm. No, I'm not leaving until you hear me out. I deserve a chance to explain in person. I'm fighting for our relationship and you're being stubborn. Security stepped in. Marcus, an older guard I saw every day, approached carefully. Sir, he asked, do you know this person? Do you want us to escort her out? Yes, I said. To both. Sienna's voice spiked. What, Caleb? No, I'm his fiancé. We've been together 3 years. He's abandoning me over a misunderstanding. Tell them, Caleb. Tell them we're engaged. We were never engaged, I said to Marcus. We broke up weeks ago. She started shouting, calling me cruel, saying I never loved her, saying she made one mistake and I was throwing her out like garbage. Marcus and another guard had to guide her toward the exit while she kept yelling my name. The whole lobby watched. Afterward, my manager pulled me aside. I showed him the breakup text, the blocks. I explained the basics. HR got involved immediately. They documented everything and issued a no-contact directive. They were professional and supportive, but I still felt humiliated. Not because I did anything wrong, but because someone else's chaos had been dragged into my workplace. That night, I checked my spam folder. There was a long email from Sienna, sent at 2:00 a.m. Paragraphs of confession and justification. She admitted to a 4-month emotional affair with Derek. She said it started innocently and developed into more. 2 or 3 private outings, dinners where they discussed personal things, including concerns about our relationship. Then came the line that made my stomach turn. She said the breakup text wasn't just her decision. Derek helped her draft it. They sat together and crafted those words so she could explore things with him without guilt. The cold tone, the timing, the thinking about this for weeks, all calculated. She ended the email with, I needed to see what life with Derek was like so I wouldn't spend the rest of my life wondering or resenting you for what I missed. Please give me one more chance to prove I choose you. I stared at my screen for a long time. Some betrayals hurt because of what they did. Others hurt because of how planned they were. Later, Adrian texted me again. Derek had a girlfriend the entire time. She found messages. It blew up. That explained why Sienna's 3-day trial didn't turn into a new relationship. Derek wasn't choosing her. He was using her. I also heard HR at Sienna's company started looking into Derek for inappropriate relationships with team members. He got demoted and might be leaving. Sienna got an official warning. And honestly, none of that changed my decision. Consequences at work don't fix what happened in my home. Over the weekend, Maya hosted a small family barbecue to support me. Just immediate family and close friends, burgers, bad jokes, normal, peaceful stuff. The kind of day that reminds you life can be simple again. We were all in the backyard when Sienna walked in through the side gate like she belonged there. My entire family went silent. The only sound was the hiss of the grill. I'm sorry to just show up like this, Sienna said, voice trembling, looking around at everyone. But I need you all to know I'm fighting for Caleb. I'm not giving up on us. Everyone makes mistakes. Real love means working through hard things together." For a second, I saw my mom's face soften, like she wanted to believe the best in someone. Then I stood up. "You want everyone to know the truth," I said. "Okay, let's tell them the truth." "Caleb, don't do this here," Sienna whispered. "For the last 6 months," I said, "Sienna has been having an emotional affair with her coworker Derek. Phone face down, new passwords, late-night meetings that weren't just about work." "It wasn't like that," she cried. "On my 30th birthday, she ended 3 years with a breakup text at 6 in the morning," I continued, "after months of promising to make my birthday special." My dad's face went hard. Maya looked stunned. My uncle set his drink down. "And the text wasn't even her own words," I said. "She and Derek drafted it together. They crafted that message so she could try dating him without guilt." Sienna started sobbing harder. "She dated him for 3 days," I said. 3 days. And when it didn't work out, she came back crying, asking me to take her back. I looked straight at her. "You didn't leave me because you were unhappy. You left me to test drive someone else and keep me as a safety net. I'm not spending my life as anyone's plan B." Sienna stood there for 10 seconds, tears streaming, then turned and ran to her car. Nobody stopped her. The next day, Maya called me. "I'm so sorry that happened at my house." "Don't apologize," I said. "It was the best thing. Now everyone knows. No one is going to pressure me to give her another chance." Mom called later. She admitted she almost felt bad for Sienna until she heard everything. Then she was just angry for me. Good, that's appropriate. After that, it was full no contact, blocked email, blocked any new numbers. Every platform. I told my family and friends not to pass messages or share information. And that was that. Almost a year later, here's the final update. There's no cinematic villain downfall, no big revenge montage, just adults living with their choices. I got promoted to project lead 4 months ago. The office incident didn't hurt my reputation. If anything, handling it quietly and professionally helped. I manage a team of 6 on a major downtown development now. I converted my garage into a woodworking shop, built shelving for Maya, refinished Adrian's dining table. The physical work has been grounding in a way I didn't expect. I started therapy 6 months ago to process everything and figure out why I ignored obvious red flags. My therapist helped me see a pattern in myself. I rationalized other people's behavior at the expense of my gut. I kept trying to be understanding, even when respect was missing. Now I'm learning to trust my instincts earlier. I started dating someone about 3 months ago. Her name is Alina. She's 29, works as a CPA. We met through mutual friends at a casual backyard concert with string lights and acoustic music. Alina has zero interest in social media drama. She doesn't post every meal. She doesn't turn feelings into vague quotes online. She just lives. We're taking it slow. Actually slow. Last week we were cooking dinner at her place. Her phone rang. She glanced at it and said, "It's work. I need to take this real quick." She stepped into the other room for 3 minutes, came back and explained exactly what it was. A client deadline moving up. Coordination needed. Then she asked about my day and actually listened. Later I told her how different that felt. She looked genuinely confused. Different. Caleb, that's basic respect. If that feels special to you, someone did a number on you. She was right. What made me fall for Alina wasn't a dramatic spark. It was the calm, the transparency, the way peace didn't feel like something I had to earn. As for Sienna, she quietly left her job and moved to a smaller agency in Dallas. Her Instagram is healing journey content now and motivational quotes. Derek isn't part of any social circle I'm connected to anymore. I ran into Sienna once at a grocery store. 2 seconds of eye contact across the produce section. No wave, no anger, just nothing. We both looked away and kept shopping. Neutrality felt strange, but it also felt right. 2 people who used to know each other and don't anymore. I'm saying this because I wish someone had said it to me earlier. If someone can end 3 years with a text message drafted by another man on your birthday, believe them the first time. People who can't respect you during your important moments won't protect you during your darkest ones. They're not a chapter. They're a warning label. I'm good now. Actually good. Not just saying it to convince myself. Lesson 1: if someone turns your relationship into a trial run, walk away. You are not a backup plan. Lesson 2: when your gut is screaming, don't silence it just because the excuses sound reasonable. Lesson 3: blocking is not cruelty. It's a boundary when someone keeps trying to force access to you. Lesson 4: anyone who drags your private life into your workplace is showing you they value control over care. Lesson 5: basic respect should feel normal, not rare. If it feels rare, it's time to raise your standards. So what would you have done if you got a breakup text on your birthday, then the person showed up crying with the other guy waiting down the street? And if someone comes back after testing someone else, you think they deserve a second chance, or did they already make the choice?